So I'm making this video just to point something out. So Alexa, what is the time and date?
It's Friday, March 27th, 2020 at 9:08 p.m.
Oh yeah, so it's like what, like 8:41, 8:45 p.m., something like that. So I was getting out of my vehicle. I live in town in Corden, and this is on Walnut Street, East Walnut. I'm already in my driveway, getting out of my vehicle, and then there's this vehicle turning left to go to like the Blue Apartments, and the dude behind them was like very impatient. Was driving some kind of SUV, maybe a little bit of an older one. I can't remember if it was a Jeep Cherokee or something else. The shape of it, it was nighttime, by the way, and you can kind of see the silhouette of the vehicle because of the street lights and stuff. So that vehicle that was turning left to go to the Blue Apartments was just, yeah, it was turning there, so they have to go slow. The dude behind him in the SUV was very, very impatient, and also had an attitude problem. I'm going to say attitude problem, because he's revving his engine really, really hard and loud. By the way, the vehicle sounded like crap. I mean, it's the same kind of thing going on where these people get these little rice burners, and then they wanna soup it up by sawing off the muffler. Makes it sound like crap, of course, and they might invest in some rims, and it's just really cringeworthy. So anyway, this dude was like that, and one of these people that had just recently discovered LED lighting for their vehicle, and I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, where you been? I got into LEDs at least by 2002. So anyway, this dude in the SUV behind the person turned off to go to the Blue Apartments. I'm gonna reenact because they were right up on that person's bumper. All right, so the person in the SUV that's got the attitude problem is right up on the person's bumper who was turning left to go to the blue apartments. And here's what I saw. Okay, here's what I saw from my driveway. And then here's what it sounded like. Boom! That's exactly how it sounded. And there was like this yellow-orange flash from underneath the front of the vehicle when this happened. And then all of a sudden, the vehicle just really started slowing down as they try to go up that little hill and on East Walnut in Corydon. And and then he starts like I thought he blew his engine until I still heard his engine running like I don't know 10 seconds later. And I think he messed up his transmission, or he messed up something caused that oh, maybe well, something caused that yellow orange flash that I seen underneath the vehicle. Who knows? Maybe overpressure and just blew the. Who knows? Maybe blew the oil filter or something like that. But anyway, he messed up his vehicle, and then starts to like let gravity back his vehicle like toward my neighbor's yard. Anyway, and then so one of the other neighbors came by and like, "Hey buddy, are you okay?" That's what he said to him. I'm thinking, you might want to go check on the vehicle first, because that's the one that looks like it's got some damage. And then the dude that was driving the vehicle that messed up his vehicle, he's like young, probably in his 20s, early to mid 20s, just showing off, and just revving his engine, showing off, got an attitude, and but then the older neighbor like checks up on the young dude that messed up his own vehicle. And he's like, "Hey buddy, are you okay?" And because it sounded like a big shotgun blast and all that. And then the young dude that was driving the vehicle, oh my gosh, his whole portrayal of it was so wrong. He's like, "Yeah, I was just driving, and then just all of a sudden happened." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, you didn't happen to tell the people that like you revved your engine?" Because everybody heard it. I mean, it's like nearly rattled the house and stuff. And the young dude that messed up his own vehicle is trying to save face, and of course he's lying because he's embarrassed. And then a few minutes later, the police showed up, and I'm getting groceries out of my vehicle at this point. The police just look at me because I come out in the door of my vehicle, so they're just looking to see what's going on. And so anyway, the police park like right there in my yard, driveway yard area, and they're talking to that young dude, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, officer. It's just that I was just driving, and then the vehicle just did that. I have no idea how that happened." And of course, I was there out in my driveway listening to what all was happening, and like, yeah, the young dude just really, really neglected. Let's say he had omitted that information that caused it. Yeah. And the police weren't there for very long. It was the Corydon police. And then the older neighbor was telling the police that, it sounded like a shotgun whenever that vehicle made that sound. And I was just waiting for the police to come up and ask me what was going on, because clearly I was a witness. I was like out there in my yard, in my driveway. I was just waiting for the police to ask me what's going on, because I was just waiting to tell, like, the police what actually happened. Like I said, here's a reenactment. They're coming up the hill. The one vehicle is like turning left to go to the blue apartments, blue apartment complex, Corden Capital apartments, if they still call it that. But anyway, and nobody pays attention. Everybody calls it the blue apartments because that's what color they are. So anyway, the one person turns left to go to those apartments, and the young dude behind in the SUV revs the engine, and then here's exactly what I saw and what it sounded like. Boom! I mean, he messed that thing up. He just lied to everybody about it. It's like, acts like the vehicle just, it's like, when like the like a little kid is like playing with something they shouldn't be playing with, and then they break it. It's like not theirs. It's not even a toy. It's like they broke somebody's belonging, and then all of a sudden they just instantly just stop playing with it and just go set it down somewhere and walk away. That's what this dude tried to do. Oh my gosh, he really tried to save himself some embarrassment, and he like definitely omitted some very important details in what happened. I mean, poor dude messed up his vehicle because he's showing off and he's got an attitude problem. So I don't know what to tell you, dude. I mean, you play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I mean, yeah, accidents happen, and there's unfortunate things, and it just a lot of that's preventable. But dude, you brought this on yourself. I mean, you didn't have to go ride that person's bumper and like show off and rev your engine. I mean, who knows? I mean, like, I don't know if it's automatic transmission or manual, but like, I think the person like put the vehicle in neutral and just rev that engine so loud until something went wrong with it. And at first I thought the engine blew, because that RPM dropped down all of a sudden, and like I seen like a yellow orange flash underneath the front of the vehicle. But yeah, dude's messed up his vehicle during the coronavirus apocalypse, and because he's got an attitude problem. So let that be a lesson to you, you other people out there in society. Problems don't have to happen. I mean, if I don't know, dude, maybe you're gonna have to learn, but hopefully you don't drag other people down in the process, right?